Hello, hello, hello. It is Tuesday, November 3rd. How's everybody doing today on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon? For us in Orlando, Florida, a little bit of fall weather, a little bit of cool weather going on. So I would like to welcome those who are tuning in live today with me. I always thank you for taking a little time out to tune in live, kind of like your lunch break, I hope. And for those who are listening to the replay, I always thank you for taking time out to kind of pause and tune in with me today. And so, as you guys are signing on, whether live or listening to the replay, feel free to comment in the comment section to say hello to me. Let me know how your day is going. I posted a question in the comment section asking, well, what did you have for breakfast this morning? Just a little light icebreaker. Myself, I had a peanut butter and oat smoothie. So I enjoy that. Nice and hearty, and it fills me up for several hours. So as I see people tuning in, feel free to chime in and say hello to me. And today is Election Tuesday. So if you have not voted, please exercise your right to vote today. And it's in God's hands at this point. So we're going to ask, Lord, have mercy on us. And whoever wins, God is still in control. We are going to be okay. All right. But we're going to pray that His will be done. And we're going to continue to pray that everyone is safe during this pandemic. We're still in a pandemic, schools, people who are going into work, everybody. We pray that people are exercising safety precautions. Numbers are still going up, believe it or not. So we are praying that we will get past this. In the name of Jesus, we will get past this. And everybody's going to have a blessing as a result of all this. So we're technically in November, but I am doing an October kind of spinoff. And I talk about Halloween and the candy after the fact. So I purposely did this because I wanted you all to enjoy, have fun, and then we can kind of reflect on how things went. So I want to share some tricks on how to keep the candy at bay so that you can maintain your weight, because even though Halloween is past, it's still in the house, right? Your candy's still in the house, tons of it if you have kids. So how do we handle all that? So we know that October brings, the candy, the chocolate, the sugary sweets, they're all out there in full effect. And everybody knows that these Halloween candy the calories add up, right? It adds up. And it can be a real challenge over the holidays when it's everywhere you look. Everywhere you look, it's candy here, it's candy there. So the good news is there are plenty of ways, simple ways, effective strategies, effective ways that you can use to trick yourself and to kind of keep on track and not just totally lose control. So the magic question is, how can you keep candy at bay so that you can maintain your weight, maintain your health goals, not feel like you're deprived, not feel like you can't have it? So stay with me to the end. I'm going to share five tricks, 5 tips in avoiding the overindulgence. Okay, I'm not going to say you shouldn't have it and you can't have it, but how to not just overdo it. All right. In the Halloween treat. So again, I see people chiming on. So as you sign on, please just say hi to me. Feel free to say hi to me if you want to share what you had for breakfast this morning. That'd be great as a little icebreaker. And as we are signing on, I'm going to just do a quick intro of myself. My name is Sandra Goldtree, and I am a registered dietitian nutritionist. And my passion is to simply help clients get unstuck. Unstuck with their weight loss, unstuck with their health goals, unstuck with choosing the best food options for them, and to help people to feel better and motivated to reach their ultimate health goals, and in most cases, goals that they never thought that they can reach. Simple as that. All right. And just to serve as a health advocate to each and every one to give you accurate and current nutrition information. So today, again, trunk or treat. Give me something good to eat. So we're going to have a little fun today, okay? So I want to hear what people like to eat, okay? What are some of your favorite candies, even if they're from childhood? So on here I have Milk Duds, Almond Joy, Musketeers, Lemon Heads, Blow Pops. So anybody want to chime in and share what their favorite is in this list? I have a few more lists coming for you, so we got other options. For me, Almond Joy. That's my favorite. Let's see here. I see somebody posting in. So, okay, Cutler said he had a sandwich this morning for breakfast. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to have the typical breakfast type food. So, why don't you share with me, Cutler, what is your favorite candy from this list here? Is it Milk Duds, Almond Joy, Musketeers, Lemon Heads, or Blow Pops? So, we're going to have some candy coated fun today. So, as I mentioned earlier, for those who missed, October brings the chocolate, sugar coated treats, and all that stuff. And we know that those calories can add up. Even the little minis, okay? The little minis are great. They were created not just for our kids, but they were created to help adults with portion control too, even and the fun size. But the problem is we as adults will eat 10 of them, right? So, so in essence, we have pretty much ate the same size of a candy bar, if not more. So the good news is there are simple ways, simple tricks that you can still enjoy some of those Halloween treats and still stay on track with your health goals, okay? And so I'm going to share some of my 5 tricks to avoid overindulging, okay? And these tips that I'm going to share, they can help you with the existing candy that's already in your house, and then can help you to be a little bit more proactive next year when you buy candy. Alrighty, so we have lemon heads. Krista says lemon heads. Yes, old school favorite. So, first tip or first trick, get the candy you don't like. Okay. So, of course, this is going to be more for next year. Get the candy you don't like. So, when it's time to stock up on candy at the grocery store, most of us will instinctively reach out for the candy that we enjoy most, right? We figure, hey, we eat it, then let's buy it for somebody else, right? But this doesn't work if you have zero self control or if the only time, and especially if this is the only time of the year you have candy in the house. So if it's not something that's normal in the house, will it make it to Halloween, especially if you go shopping early for the candy? So buy your least favorite candy instead. And this is the easiest way to remove the temptation of snacking on it, especially if you have weeks before Halloween happens, because most of us like to buy stuff in advance, right? Now, let's say the candy's already there, right? We're past Halloween. So ask a family member to hide your favorite candy from you so it's not so accessible, so you don't have such easily access to it. And then they can leave out some for you because, again, it's not about deprivation. It's not about allowing you to not have it at all. It's more so trying to protect you from not overindulging. Okay, I'm looking for comments. So it's to protect you from not overindulging. So that can be a way to kind of help you out. If you don't know where it is, when you're having those cravings, you can't go for it, okay? So tip number 2, buy less and give more. So we want to buy less, give more. So with the grocery stores, they ought to offer deals, right? Deals and discounts. So buy one, get one free, things of that nature. So it's hard not to stock up because you're getting such a deal, right? But when you find yourself going down the candy aisle, buy the bare minimum, okay, that you need for Halloween that you're going to give out, okay? And then give it away in large portions. You don't want to have any of that candy left because if it's left, then guess what's going to happen? And so, therefore, this will help you to avoid having leftovers lingering around in your house after Halloween. Again, we're past Halloween, so for those who still have this lingering candy, for what I just suggested, well, another option is you can take it to the office. So if you are going into the office, you can, the dreaded break room, put stuff into the break room. So that's one way to get rid of it. And then again, ask a family member to hide it from you if it's already in the house. Okay. So those are some little tricks where you can still enjoy, but not have it so accessible to you. Alrighty, so let's try this list. So how many of you, what are your favorites from this list? You have Kit Kat, Twix, Milky Way, the Hershey mini bars. So when I say the Hershey mini bars, you have the Mr. Good bar and you have the Crackle with the Rice Krispies inside, or Butterfingers. So chime in and share which one is your favorite from this list. Mine is Twix, hands down Twix. I grew up loving that one. So tip or trick number 3. So buy the candy the day before Halloween. So last minute, right? Last minute. So normally waiting until the last minute for seasonal things is a bad thing to do. But in this case, if you know you have a problem with having a lot of candy in the house, then procrastination is your best friend. So wait to the last minute. And 9 times out of 10, the good stuff may be gone anyway. So that may help out in your favor also. So if you minimize the days that the candy is sitting in your house talking to you, then you don't have to worry about snacking on it for weeks leading up to Thanksgiving. Okay. But again, if you already have the candy in the house, you have those same options. Ask your family member to hide it, take it to your job, take it somewhere else. I don't recommend giving it to the kids, but find ways to get rid of it. Okay. Tip number 4 or trick number 4 is to choose a high cacao or chocolate, like a high cocoa content. So what I mean by that is 70 to 80%. So you want the dark chocolate versus the milk chocolate, okay? But the caveat with that is the higher the percentage, the more bitter it is. So it just kind of depends on your taste buds. So if you want it to taste a little more sweet, then you want to stick to the 70%. Try to find something closer to the 70%. Okay. And so so the dark chocolate contains less sugar compared to milk chocolate. And it also has health benefits. So you're going to have more magnesium and some zinc and iron. So at least you will have the chocolate taste with some added nutritional benefits. Now, the kiddos may not like this as much because they will be able to tell the difference. So they probably will not like it. But if you're going to allow yourself some candy, this is a way to kind of trick yourself and to say, hey, okay, I'm still having some candy, but I'm not, and I'm getting some health benefit in the long run too. And so reach out to me via email if you like hot chocolate, because I have a hot chocolate smoothie recipe that I can send to you that, hey, you have the benefits of having that hot chocolate taste, but also has some health benefits as well. It's not just 100% sugar. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see how you rank. Okay. I see a couple of comments. Let's see here. Oh, what's up, Slate? One of my Marching 100 buddies. So he likes Kit Kat. Cutler says he likes Twix. All right. So we got the fellas chiming in today. All right. All right, ladies. Don't let them beat us. So the next set of candies that I want to see which one is your favorite. Jolly Ranchers, Hershey's Kisses, Tootsie Pops, hot tamales, or candy corn. So of the hot tamales, remember that fierce, fiery cinnamon. So which one's your favorite there? So for me, Hershey's Kiss. That would kind of rank for me. So chime in and let me know which one is your favorite. Jolly Ranchers, Hershey's Kiss, Tootsie Pops, hot tamales, or the traditional candy corn, right? All right, and if anybody has any questions or comments, I would love to hear if anybody has any funny stories or anything they want to share about their favorite candy. That'd be fun too. So the 5th tip, let's see here. I see a comment. Let's see. We have a Jolly Ranchers. Okay, Krista says Jolly Ranchers. So we're going to see if anybody else chimes in. But yes, Jolly Ranchers. I like those two, but we can only pick one. Okay, Slater says Hershey's. Well, which one? The what was it? The Mr. Goodbar or you want the Hershey Kisses? That's what it was. Okay, the Hershey Kisses. I was thinking about the other list. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Laughing at color. My husband is on the line. And so tip number 5 or trick number 5 is to store candy out of your reach. So we kind of talked about that, but this is a little different twist. So more convenient. So the more convenient the candy is, right, the higher your consumption. So that makes sense, right? So put it in the highest shelf of the kitchen, or place it where you have to go upstairs or downstairs to get the candy, or put it up top somewhere where you have to get on a stool or a step to get to it. Just basically trying to make it inconvenient for you. Now, depends on how high your stress levels are, and depends on how high your craving levels are. It don't matter where it is. You'll drive to the store to get it if you really want it. We all know that. But sometimes if you're, kind of on that fence and you just want it just to want it, but it's not a real craving, then the fact that you may have to get up and go up some stairs or have to get a stool may actually deter you. So just kind of depends on the level of the craving, right? Let's see here. Okay, got another vote for the Hershey Kisses from Slate. All right, all right. Let's see here. So, bonus tip number 6. So this is where the category where I really fall into. So I don't typically have candy in the house year round, But since I now have a little one, now all of a sudden Halloween and certain holidays that really wasn't a big deal is now a big deal. So now it's candy that's in the house that would normally be in the house. And so therefore, I'm tempted because it's there and it's normally not there. So I have to follow either tip number 4, where I'm going to kind of fool myself, have some dark chocolate in the house, or I need to store it out of my reach, or I need to hide it and only have some of it out on, sparingly, so I won't overindulge myself. So I too have the same challenges. Let's see here. How do we curb the cravings for chocolate or sweet options? Well, sometimes, and this is a question from Cutler, sometimes you have to satisfy that urge. And so sometimes I tell people, hey, have it. It's better to have it, get it out of your system, than to just avoid it altogether, because then the craving is even stronger. So, and then a lot of times if you maybe have been depriving yourself and don't really realize you've been depriving yourself, then a lot of times that will trigger craving. So kind of evaluate how you're eating. Maybe did you eat less that day? Maybe did you skip a meal or skip a snack that day? That could also trigger a craving. So just kind of, it depends. And water, sometimes if we're dehydrated, that's another thing that would trigger to sometimes make us feel like we want something a little more stronger than we normally do. So those are just some things to kind of consider and some things to think about. All right. And the final list of favorite candies. So Snickers, Starburst, Tootsie Pops, I think this is on here twice. M&Ms, we'll do peanut or plain, make it a little more tough for you. Reese's or Skittles. So I think this one might have you may have more than one favorite on this one. Let's see if you can pull out one. Snickers, Starburst, Tootsie Pops, peanut or plain M&Ms, Reese's or Skittles. So mine is Snickers. That was my number one. My number one favorite candy growing up. So which one is your favorite? So if you are a candy eater during this time of the year, moderation and portion control is key. So I'm not a proponent of deprivation, because that backfires at the end of the day. So moderation and portion control is key. You don't want to deprive yourself, especially during the holiday seasons, okay? Because then that backfires even more. And that's where those minis come in or the fun size come in. Sometimes you just need that to get the edge off. And then sometimes when you have it, you may realize, okay, it wasn't as big of a deal as I thought, but curiosity always kills a cat. So you never want to deprive yourself. So just do what you need to do to get the edge off, and always know you can have more. A lot of times we feel like we have to overindulge because we're sneaking, and we feel like we can't have it or we shouldn't have it. And so therefore we find ourselves eating a little more. Okay, I see a few comments. Let's see here. So Krista says, she's got a toss up between the Starburst and the Skittles. So yeah, so you right along with my son. I think he would say the same thing. This is a tough. Okay, Cutler said it's a tough one. He's gonna go with the Reese's, and yep. See, I'm with this later. Snickers. There you go. Now he added Coke. so he going in a sugar coma with him with his. So I hope you found today's edition fun. I wanted to make it fun today, especially since, whatever damage was done over the weekend is done. So you can't undo it. So this is all about moving forward and how to survive moving forward. I hope you found it insightful. I invite you to learn more about me and what I do. You can simply visit my website. Let me put that up here real quick if you haven't been out there, and stay tuned. This month, I'm excited to share that I'm going to launch and release my brand new website. So I'm very, very, very excited about that. So I'm hoping that will release in next week or two. So stay tuned for that, and I will definitely let you all know. You'll be the first to know. I also have a blog page with tons of information out there regarding weight loss, health, wellness. And if you've missed any Facebook Lives, you can always listen to the replays by subscribing to my YouTube page, and that's called It's All About Choices, Nutrition, and Weight Loss. So thank you all for tuning in. Exercise your right to vote if you have not done so. This is a big, well, all elections are big, but definitely exercise your right to vote. Stay safe, do your part to prevent the spread of COVID, wear your mask, exercise social distancing, physical distancing, and just be smart. Be smart. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week, this time, same place. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.